Let's have a chat. First and foremost, let me just get this out of the way real quick, because I didn't say it in the last video. So, happy Thanksgiving, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa, whatever you celebrate, and also Happy New Year. And for those who live in Puerto Rico, Happy Three Kings Day. Hope all of you had a wonderful time with your family and friends. I certainly did. And let's have this conversation first and foremost, as you are aware of the introduction and from last video. I am the true self. I am not a character. I'm not Zankichi or Kojin, or nor am I in the world inside of the TV. This is the real me, and this is the real world, the same world that you and I inhabit. So, just want to get a couple of things up to date with all of you, because there's some things that I've been thinking about that I'm looking forward to do in the future. By the way, this whole thing is unscripted, so if you see me stutter or if you see me stumble on my words, I do apologize, but that's what happens when I do things unscripted. So, first and foremost, just in case, just to assuage any fears, this is me giving you an update. I am not quitting content creation. I feel like it's too soon to retire, way too soon to retire, especially with the things that I have in mind of doing and creating. So I feel like I haven't done enough, honestly. But because of that, I have way too many things in my head that I want to do with so little time. And what am I talking about here? If you notice, last year, on 2024, I've only released 5 videos. Which, you know, for what I do in my real life, that's fine. Because I have a day job, I also take care of my family, and I also have a social life. So all of those things do come into play with the free time that I have available to create content. And again, 5 videos it's an okay size. I'm very proud of each and every one of them, honestly, and I wish to continue doing more of those. I did last year, if I recall, I did Kojin's Unpopular Opinion, which I had so much fun doing those, and even one got some good comments. So if you're interested, it's the one for the Elden Ring video. That I'm very proud of that. And also I did a follow-up review, which was from Mortal Kombat 1, the one I did on 2023. Again, very proud of that. And obviously we just kept on with Zankichi's honest opinions and such. But regardless, I know I can do so much more. But sadly, it's the amount of time that just keeps me from doing more, right? And you know, it's something that it saddens me a bit, because I do like creating content. It's a lot of fun. And also I've been getting into streaming on Twitch, which, if you don't know, if you are interested in watching what I do, which is just me playing video games, I'll put the link in the description, so that way you can find me and you can follow me there too. Point is, for what I have in mind, because I have so many ideas, so many concepts for creating videos, and probably also some Twitch ideas, some streaming ideas, I have very little time to do them, which is something that I have thought, and I'm gonna do a little bit of an experiment, if you will. So for this year, in 2025, I will be somewhat inactive. Not inactive completely, it's just gonna be very rarely that I'll be releasing a video like Zankichi's honest opinions or Kojin's unpopular opinions. But those are gonna be very rare. Those would be depending on what games would come out on 2025, if they're worth a review, like a quick review, like I do with those, with the honest opinion or with the unpopular opinions in a way. But nothing about reviews, because I'm going to, for this year, I'm going to start a backlog of videos. If you're unfamiliar with the term, just essentially I'm just gonna make videos and stockpile them until I have a certain number, and from there I start releasing them monthly. That's what at least what I'm planning to do. Like I mentioned, that stems from the idea that for the reviews, for the format that I want to do for the reviews, I have way too many ideas in mind, way too many games that I want to cover, and most of them are game series with multiple games, which it's been a dream of mine covering my favorite series of games and doing them a review and putting them in an objective lens as well, not just subjective but also objective. But as I created the list, there's just these series that have 4 games, 5 games, and it's a little difficult for me to make one review, which I say it takes roughly around a span of 3 months to even like have the script, have the recordings, and have it edited. Editing at this point has become the easiest part of the whole endeavor, but writing is where it gets me the most, right? So, man, imagine that, an entire year just for covering one series. That's a little whack, right? Yes, so from that point, when it comes to reviews, I'm going to be making a backlog of videos. Throughout the year, like I mentioned, if there's a game that merits an honest opinion or an unpopular opinion, I'll make it and I'll release it. But other than that, you'll see a bit of inactivity in that regard. Sorry if I'm looking down, it's just how I am, I guess. So, in the meantime, while that's happening, I do have a few things in mind so that I can at least maintain the channel active and also creating content. So, as I mentioned, I'm a little more active on Twitch, which I'll also be soon. Right, once I have some things prepared and ready to go, I'll also be active on YouTube. So that way on YouTube, once I finish a stream, the VOD stays on the channel, and that way there would be some content that will be uploaded on the channel to maintain it active. And in that regard, I will be making a separate section for my channel for the VODs, so that way you guys can keep up to date if you're ever interested in watching my streams at any time. Unlike in Twitch, where after 14 days it disappears, on YouTube they're gonna stay there for as long as I keep them. I also have in mind being a little more active on shorts. Since I'm going to essentially be putting my VODs on YouTube eventually, so I won't be making that many shorts on the streams. If there's like a highlight on it, I'll definitely make a short and put it, so that way you can link it, and then I'll put the link of the video of the VOD so that y'all can watch it there and see the full context. That would be a good idea. But in regards to shorts, I will be a little more active on having something else that I have planned for my future. I have been strongly considering doing audiobook narration. Man, I said that wrong. audiobook narration. There you go. Sorry. So, it's something that I did a little research on it, and there is a bit of a road ahead with that, but it is another hobby that I've been active a bit, which is reading books, and I want to do some shorts reading excerpts from certain books, from some of my favorite books. So that way I'll narrate them. I'll even do like some voice acting if there's characters talking in it. So you know, that way I can get my feet wet, at least dip my toes into it and see how it is, and from there to build up to it. So this is more, these narration shorts are more like for practice, if you will. So those I will be putting, I have considered putting them on my channel, the same channel as Zankichi Plays, because, you know, the true self has made its appearance, and the true self will cover distinct content from what I am accustomed. But since it's not video game related, that's where I'm considering opening up a separate channel specifically for the narrations, because again, the true self also has a few things that I want to cover. So me here have a few ideas that I do want to cover video game related stuff as well, which these are concepts that we talk about outside of the video game, outside of the video game itself. It's like concepts like villains we love to hate, or the idea of remastering a game, or even the thought process of how a character loses their powers in the sequels of games. You know, those kind of concepts that this one here wants to cover as well. That's not something that it's not something that's with Zankichi, like with the character of Zankichi or the character of Kojin. That's something that it also has come across my thoughts, my ideas, and my mind, and you know, maybe a third character or the true self would be the ones to help with that. So those are things that I will probably be working out in this year as well. So that is something that will be a bit more research heavy, and something that will take time as well. Which again, that doesn't require me to do a backlog, because I have very few ideas. Essentially, what I just mentioned here is what I have in mind. I think there's another one, but I can't seem to remember at this moment. So, but yes, that is essentially what's going on in my head right now. And like I said, I love creating content. But I don't have the same amount of time that others do, or the ones that dedicate themselves to this have, because that's their dedication, right? That's their day job. But for those who do this just to have fun or something like that, or try to make a living out of it, it isn't. Like, I'm glad that they have the time to do so. I don't. I have a day job. I take care of myself. I'm on my own, and the whole endeavor of creating content, that's something that is all me as well. Thankfully, I do have new art, which I commissioned from my friend, which again, George, thank you. Your art is very wonderful, and I enjoy the new ideas that you brought in for this new art. So you'll later see the updates on the new logo. It looks pretty cool. But you know, but it's something that's just by my hands, right? And not only that, like with my day-to-day taking care of my family, having time with my friends as well, but I also wrestle with my own thoughts, because I'm not gonna lie to you, there are days that I sit down and look at things I've done, and sometimes I feel like I've not done enough, right? And it just puts me in a spiral, in a downward spiral of just thinking negative things about me creating content. Thankfully, I do have friends and loved ones that do talk me out of this, right? And they help me make me feel better. Which, if you are watching this, again, thanks. I could not ask for better group of people, my friends and my loved ones who see this, or they take the time and listen to me ramble on me being negative, and then them slapping me back to reality. It's like, thanks guys, thanks, you're wonderful. So, but those are things that I wrestle with myself every now and then, and that does take time. Sorry. Those are things that I do have to work with myself at some point. But yeah, I mean, other than that, I'm gonna continue on. When it comes to the streams, definitely I hope to see you on stream, whether on Twitch or soon enough once I have that ready. You'll see me on YouTube as well. I hope that you get to enjoy that content. I hope that you also get to enjoy my narrations. Again, I highly believe I'm just gonna open up a new channel for that, which once I do, no worries, I will let all of you know, so that you can also subscribe to that and see if you like it. Just tell me, let me know. Obviously from there I'll also be taking suggestions. Let's see how that goes. Again, the shorts are gonna be like 1 minute, so I'm trying to read those like within a minute and make it fun and all that. I'll also hopefully be making that stuff on on TikTok, which it was banned, then immediately unbanned after like 12 hours or 24 hours. Crazy stuff. But I'll be active on TikTok as well, which, my socials are gonna be on the description down below, so that way you'll keep up to date with my things. But then again, just giving you all a big thank you for your continued support on YouTube, on Twitch, and in real life as well. All of you are absolutely wonderful. As Keanu Reeves would say, you're breathtaking. Okay. But yeah, look forward to more content coming around. Again, True Self will have a few things that I want to cover as well. So that's gonna be a bit fun. Now you got 3 characters to look forward to now, so that's gonna be quite a lot of fun. But that's it. Again, thank you so much. You guys, all of you, are amazing, and I hope to see all of you in the year 2025. So have yourselves a good time.